The Wild Wild West.
The shoes are,
Look
they're
at
my
the
most
knees.
comfortable pair of shoes.
Bro, these shoes are sick.
Hey.
Let me prance around those
These
Under
shoes
Armours.
are
Yeah, man,
dope.
model those things.
Show these people your Under Armour skills.
He did
front.
get the best
Get-
choice.
Ooh.
Flexible, bro.
Little
I've
Jack
never seen
Black.
you kick that high.
Little Jack Black action. Little Jack actually black.
I'll be honest, I would have bet $1 million you couldn't have done that many kicks in a row.
That was a lot.
Kung Fu. It was a Kung Fu panda.
There he is.
Jack Black.
I wish I wasn't so goddamn sleepy.
Yeah,
I had a fucking workout
I
this
was
morning.
yesterday, man. I woke up.
Oh, yesterday. Yesterday I played video games.
Yeah, I
It
was.
was
I
a pathetic day.
did that thing where I opened my eyes and tried to gauge the hangover before I woke up, and I felt all right. I was just hot. I like woke up it was 1,000 degrees. I thought it was 7 a.m. I reached over to like, I'm like seeing what time it is. I'll like see if Brittany's in bed. I'm like, all right, it's probably like 7. Didn't feel her, and I patted, and it was just a pillow. And I'm like, there she is. And I laid there, and I checked my phone like 10 minutes later. It was fucking 10:30. I was like, holy
Damn,
shit.
you
Yeah, I
slept till 10.
slept.
Oh, yeah, we were up late though.
We're up super late.
We got home late. Yeah.
We're up super late. Yeah, I was dragging.
That's an early day. 10:30?
That was
That's an
crazy. That
early
was
start.
decadent, dude. Usually it's 6:30, 7.
For me,
I try to get up before my kids.
It's 11. It's 11 is like I did it. I got up at a decent hour.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the older I'm getting, I'm just waking up earlier. Even if
Even if you're out late,
it's a late night, yeah.
you think it's about time? Like you're like,
I'm not sure
running
exactly.
out of time.
I'm not sure. No. It's not like it's a conscious decision.
It's just your
I
body.
just keep waking up early, yeah.
That's the opposite for me. I'm waking up later. and
Really?
later. I have to set 11 a.m. alarms
Really?
to be up. Like if not, I'll just sleep.
Hey, that's nice. Fuck it. Fuck it. Sleep, dude.
That is nice. No, I just get my kids wake up at like 7 a.m. So it's either I get up before them or I get woken up to just like a kid through a monitor, like, and it's like for real the worst fucking way to wake up. Because you have to get out of bed and like
And go to action.
right away. So if you get up before them, you like chill, relax,
Yeah.
drink my coffee, and then it's like you'll hear them wake up. You're like, sweet.
Is dad energy a thing? Like you like dad energy, like you hear it and you're like, all right, it kind of kicks you into gear, or is it just
Yeah, you pop up because the only alternative is like they're fine, and then you wait and wait and wait, and that could turn into just like rest of their life, really, if you want to
Yeah.
fucking think about it.
Yeah, you can just leave. You go, you know what? They're fucking fine. A lot of people don't have dads. They'll be all right.
If anything, it'll help them. Give them a little
Make 'em strong. A
turbocharge.
little boy named Sue. I made you stronger.
I've been looking at schools. We finally found one. Dude, it's such a fucking insane process now to find like schools for kids.
Yeah.
Since we like looked at
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. We looked at a bunch of schools, and then what a lot of them do, I noticed, they like card out their 8th graders as like
Give you a look. Say, this is
yeah,
what we
check
do.
these kids out. But then they come out and they're like fucking robots, dude. These kids come out and they're like, my passion is, and it's like, who's back there hitting you with fucking bamboo sticks?
Yeah, they get a lot of.
When I was in 8th grade, if they pulled me out in front of parents, like, what do you like about school? I'd been like, I don't know. No,
Recess.
0 eye contact. Yeah.
Like recess.
Recess, I don't know. Math sucks. These kids are coming out like they're running for fucking president. They're like, well, I'm actually going to a very blah, 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 blah. It's like, what the fuck?
Now, this is speaking as not a dad at all, but I kind of like that. Because that's what I felt like. Wasn't that always like kind of the thing? Is like America was falling off because our kids weren't as disciplined as other countries.
Dude, these kids are so smart. They come out and they're like little mini adults. They're like mature. It's really weird.
I kind of would like to have had that for myself. I feel like a dumbass a lot, and to just not have that as part of my life would be beautiful.
Just to come out and be like, I'm very deeply, actually working with my community right now.
I never really
man.
thought if you were dumb or not. You don't seem very dumb.
I'm not completely dumb, but I'm
C
not.
student energy for sure.
You said C student
student
energy.
energy.
Yeah.
I think the whole.
CB.
I think the whole crew holds that down.
CD. Yeah, true.
I was the smartest of my childhood crew. Everybody got left back senior year except me.
All your boys got left
All
back.
my boys were super seniors, and I.
You got held
and I
back
just was
senior
out.
year?
Whole
I came
squad
back from
got
prom
held
too,
back?
though.
You came back from prom
I came
after?
back for a second prom. I was like, I'm back, fellas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's swag.
Damn. That is nice.
But yeah, they all
The whole squad got held back, huh?
whole
Is
squad.
this Reading Central Catholic, or where'd you go?
Right in high school, and it was
I
like
bet that's
three of us.
pretty fucking standard at Reading High School.
That, or you just give up and
Yeah.
just don't even graduate. A lot of people get that senior left back and just go, I did my 4 years.
Yeah, true. I'm
Same
done.
thing.
I don't give a fuck what they said. I'm done.
Everybody
Damn,
did.
I feel like the same grade again must be nice.
Getting held back senior year is insane.
it's crazy.
Fuck. Changes your whole life.
I mean, that's super senioritis.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it does. Although it would be senior year, if knowing what I know now, I would be a super senior. Senior year is fucking
I was
sick.
just gonna be racist.
What?
I just want you guys to know.
Good on you. Good on you.
I caught myself.
Good on you. Yeah,
That's
for real.
important. You acknowledge it. You go, it'd be funny to just say black people have senioritis. I'm not gonna do that.
Or just excuse me.
Pardon me.
Excuse
I
me.
was just being racist in my head.
Senioritis.
They made that second year look like the most fun. I for real felt
But
like
they're having fun.
They were having
way better
so
than
much-
fucking real life.
Yeah, I went to community college after that. I went to Reenactment Community College, and it was just boring.
You went to Rack.
I went to Rack. I went to Rack, and they were just having.
I paid my dues at Hack.
At Hack,
I was a Hack hawk. Paid my dues. I did my semester at Hack.
I'm still doing
That
Hack.
was actually kind of where I turned my life around as a student.
Community
Heck?
college.
Yeah, after I had failed out at Elon.
You also,
Had to
you'll
get
feel like
sent
a
home.
superstar going to community college. If you go to college
No, I
and
did.
go back,
I was like,
you're
oh
just
shit, everybody here's dumb as fuck. And then it was like, all right, it's time to stop failing.
Yeah, I was at
I
Drexel
gotta
and I
go
was
to
like,
Westchester. I gotta get my grades up to get into Westchester.
true. Dude, I was at Drexel, like, dude, school's so dumb. What's the point of this? And I worked, I was with like the labor union with my, like working for my dad. So I had to sign up to the labor's union to work for him. So like the union didn't say anything. And I was like, college is so pointless. And I was like chilling with like laborers and I would talk to them and I'm like, I think college worked on me a little bit.
Yeah.
So they would read the paper and I'd be like, yeah, but like you got to think like who wrote that paper? They all have an agenda and they would just look at me and be like, dude, it's in the paper. Like, all right, man. Fucking, this is before Donald Trump busted the fake news. People would read the paper and be like, well, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's that.
It's pretty crazy.
I worked in that factory. And I realized
Yeah.
it was time.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
College helps. There's a bunch of guys that were illiterate.
Yeah.
That were there, like fully illiterate. They'd be like, I can't read that. What's
Like,
that
turns
say?
out grade school kind of helped me a little
Yeah.
bit too. That was- dude, some of the schools though are still fucking wilding out. We went to this one school. I really wanted my daughter to go there, and dude, we had a meeting, like a parent interview or whatever, and they were like, "Well, we do a reenactment in the I think 3rd or 4th grade, where we reenact the taking of the land from Mexico. We use the 3rd graders to reenact this," and it was just like. And I'm sitting there the whole time. I told Brittany going into it, I'm like, they're going to probably say a bunch of dumb bullshit. Just go along with it. Like, I just like this. Thank God we didn't get in, but we were in the thing. And she was like, the lady was talking about people of color, and Brittany's like I didn't see any. And she's like, she mentioned Asians, and Brittany goes, "It's not a people of color." Like held her leg onto the table and shut up.
Oh yes, dude. It's so.
It was
nice.
kind of a beast. It was beast.
So nice.
It was beast. The lady claimed it
Black
too.
wife card is so.
It was
nice.
so funny. Dude, I was dying, and the lady tried to claim it herself, bro. I mean, same as me, bro. And I'm like sitting there like, my God.
It's crazy they're gonna do the reenactment of America taking Mexico.
Yeah, dude. With fucking 4th graders, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. It's also like, if you're going to read it, like, why that one? Why not, like, that's kind of weird.
Are they celebrating it?
No.
Because then I could see, fuck yeah, the Alamo ruled, dude. What a bunch of fucking pussies.
Well, then it's like, why not go even further back in time? Why stop there?
yeah, let's see how Mexico got that land.
Yeah, how did they? How did they?
Spanish came and cut everyone's fucking heads off, but that's because they were cutting everybody's heads off
Yeah.
already. Yeah, they
I
weren't
just
like
thought it was distasteful. It's like, don't do that with fucking third graders, man.
yeah, Mexico. They were not very chill.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was
You
just,
should do a
thank God.
play of the Comanche.
The what?
You should do a play where the kids are the Comanche
True.
and they abduct white settlers and gang rape them and disembowel them in front of their families.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
fun.
cool.
Fake scalpings.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Holding up fake little kids.
They're like
Yeah.
real Hollywood blood packets. That might be, yeah. I could see
That'd be
that
good.
stepping up like kids productions. We're doing Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet. I was happy that Brittany was yapping, because that was, looking back on it, I was like, that was such a sick move.
Did y'all ever do any of those things when you were kids, like kids plays?
Nah, I held it down. I was like, plays.
I was part of the tableau in the Christmas play.
What's a tableau?
Tableau was for all the kids who sucked that weren't part of the real play that just went up and did a nativity scene.
Oh, that's sick.
My job was to hold a banner behind them and go. I just shook a banner.
I did
pretty
stage
sick.
crew.
I had to do. I went to Catholic school for a little bit, and we did Sister Act. And
You guys did Sister
we
Act?
did Sister Act, and I had to do the rapping part. He come in like joyful. It's.
Oh man,
I still kind of remember it, but
let me hear it.
I just remember it's joyful, Lord, I adore thee, and in my life I put up before thee, and I don't remember.
Oh,
the
that's
rest.
pretty good.
It's
That was
kind of
nice.
kind of went hard.
Yeah.
I kind of have felt good doing it.
Did you ever think about being a rapper?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, I had a
gave it
feeling.
some-
I had a feeling. It's such a
You
young
did?
age.
You never
Did
thought
I
about
ever think about it?
Not one.
I thought about it earlier today. I was like, what if I could spit?
True. It's like you never know. It's like, what if
You
I
never
what if
know.
it's
I've
there?
never
Yeah.
even tried. Maybe I could spit.
We used to, in high school, you'd all get high and people would freestyle and stuff. It was sick.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's pretty fun actually.
It is.
I knew I didn't have it in me.
Yeah,
my
definitely.
one friend would just do Eminem. He'd be like, "That's an Eminem song." And he'd be like, "No, is it?" It's like, yeah,
freestyle.
it's just an Eminem
I just
song.
came up with that right now. Two trailer park girls go around the outside. I don't know.
Is that a song? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
My boy did. He played a smart.
You
There
guys
was
must have all been rapping the whole time.
always, but my one boy and I.
Yeah, the guys who got held back in senior year. I got a feeling they thought they had rap careers lined up.
My homie Dante did. He used to. There was this rapper Joey Jihad, a Philly dude. He was like underground. He was big. Like
Yeah.
he was about to actually blow, and like 50 was about to sign him, and then somebody just sucker punched him on the street. There's like a video of him just getting knocked out just in the middle of the street, ruined his whole future.
Really?
Yeah. Joey Jihad was nice too, but not a lot of people knew him, and we were in Renton. So, but he knew him, so he would just battle rap people for money, but he would just use Joey Jihad raps for like a good year. It was a nice little hustle.
good.
I remember. I'll never forget. I remember I was with this one dude. I was like just going to my house to like sell weed or whatever. It was a black guy, and my neighbors in West Philly. I actually like knew them. I like worked with the one guy, and they were out in their car blasting like someone they knew was like their family member's demo tape. They're like, "Come listen to this." So, like the black guy I was with, and he leaned in the car and he was like, "Yeah, that shit's fucking trash." And then just walked into my house, and I was like, "What the fuck? I didn't know you could do that."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, that shit's fucking trash." And then just came in. I was like, "Dude, it's my fucking neighbors, man. Why are you doing that?" It's the funniest thing, and it just like
That's
didn't
awesome.
even. Like we came in and like, I would have like if I had done that to someone, I'm like, "Did you see me do that?" He just was like, "Anyway, so what is going on here?" And I was like, "Did you just fucking do that to my neighbors?" Yo, that's just fucking trash.
That's very
It was
nice.
such a beast move.
Did you ever get to do that to somebody with the demo tape? You go, "This shit's trash."
No, I never had the heart. I always feel
Yeah.
bad, like because
Somebody's
sometimes
trying their best.
Yeah, somebody's
Yeah.
doing, even when they're not trying their best, like that thing. What they used to do in Times Square, just handing
Yeah.
you CDs.
Yeah.
I used to hate that shit, but it would be like I can't be
Yeah.
rude to you.
Yeah.
I would take the CDs.
Yeah, I would take them, throw them away as
Throw
soon
them out.
as I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay like $2 for it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm pissed I did that."
Yeah, that's when they get you. You go, "Oh, thanks."
Well, they give it to
It's a
you, and you're like,
blank
"Thanks."
CD.
You're like, "You're not going to give me any money." It's like, "I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. I'm helping you."
You ever see?
Yeah, I could get this to the right people.
You ever see the video of 50? He's like just walking with some lady, and some dude just starts harassing him, just like, "Listen to my Instagram," and he's just like, "You're never gonna make it." That's like what he says to him. He was like, "If this is how you're going about it, you're done." But it's
Oh
like,
man.
yeah, I thought it was
50's
great.
beefing with like Big Meech right now, isn't he?
He's
Or
beefing
Larry
with
Hoover.
everybody.
He always be. He's,
Someone just like one of,
50's,
is it who?
he's the
One of
best.
those guys got out of jail and he's like calling the dude a rat. He's like, he's a fucking rat.
He's like beefing with I can't think of the network. It's like I want to say Showtime or something, but he's like suing somebody over a
Oh, it was-
documentary.
yeah.
He's just like, "I want my money by Monday." He's probably my favorite Instagram.
Yeah, he's the
yeah.
man.
That
Easily.
or
You turned on, yeah?
did I turn on? No. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been kind of like, I don't know, man. It's hard to say anything about Ye because I love him so much, but he's gone so crazy. But then you see, like, I was watching an academic interview, just like at the beginning of it, he seemed locked into. He's like, "All right, we're gonna do this. It's gonna look like this."
And he
this
got
is
even
that."
more
And
locked
then-
in.
And then as soon, then he put the outfit on and was like, just fucking
The
went.
outfit's so funny. At least he's not really doing anything bad. He's just saying crazy
He's
shit.
just, yeah.
Has he done anything bad other than
I mean, he's like, no, I don't think so right now. But he's also come out and he's like, I've beat women before. I've done this. The beast thing that I will give him, I sucked my cousin's dick, obviously.
Suck my cousin's wiener.
But the one thing that was I will give him is when Iggy Azalea came out being like, Kanye used to tell him, he would take me aside and tell me he like jerks off in my pictures, and he retweeted it and just said true. Like, all right, that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll like. I feel like he's got another era of like a different thing in him. I think he's gonna drop this stuff.
I kind of think so. I don't think this is going to be the last thing.
No.
we know.
We're definitely not going to. There's no way he's going away.
Yeah,
He's just never going
part
away.
of our lives.
He's going to be part of our life. We're going to be, I don't think he's going to slow down on the tweets. We're going to get these daily updates every day for the next 30 years.
You think it's going to get darker than I sucked my cousin when I was?
I don't think it can.
That's
as dark as
I don't think it can.
Yeah, that's as low as it goes.
I wonder. I was like, is this some? I've said this before. Is this like is he on just another level of like performance art where it's like he's expanding just the boundaries of all this weird stuff of like KKK, sucking your cousin's dick,
gay incest. He hit a little Black Lotus. He did it. He hit the true Black Lotus.
You think he was just loved so much? He was like, he just wants to feel hated. Well, after the Taylor Swift stuff, he was hated a little bit.
Yeah, he's been in the hot
he's
seat
felt
for a
it.
while.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around like why you would do that or what. But again, it could just be fucking nuts, man. Like,
yeah, he could be having
fucking
some
nuts.
type of mental break. But
dude, if I was,
or he could just be the man. Who knows?
we'll never know.
One or the other.
Time will tell, dude. You got to talk. You got to give him 100 years. See what's up. He could go into like a Luke Skywalker phase if he goes on a misty mountain and goes dark for a while. I mean, it's kind of what he should have done like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, he should just go Misty Mountain, but just tweet every day about how he's on the Misty Mountain in exile.
He never when he tweeted that he wasn't a Nazi no more. That lasted for a day, right? He was.
And then he was like, "Nah, I'm back."
Oh, no, did he do that?
No,
he
I didn't.
But he just went back. Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like, what the fuck? In like
Jonah
10
Hill was
years?
just like, the fuck, bro. We talked about this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to coulda, woulda, shoulda, but he could have just fell back and just been the greatest producer, loved around the world.
Yeah,
but he's a isn't he? Is he a billionaire? That's the one thing I can't wrap my head around. I'm like, you're a billionaire?
they said he was. Then he somehow lost.
Yeah, but then he said he is again now.
Wait,
he's like, I'm back. He's like, I'm a billionaire again.
kind of awesome.
So he's a billionaire.
Wow,
Sick.
it's crazy.
I've seen Zuckerberg. Kanye seems normal for a billionaire. God damn, what was that? Why is he dressing like that?
You know, I like the outfit: clean white tee, gold chain.
If you're a billionaire, you shouldn't be wearing a gold chain.
Yeah,
But it wasn't a gaudy gold chain. It was little.
He used to be such a humble artist.
He's doing jujitsu and shit now.
I'm telling you, like those. I think that's like brand. You get guys to like manage your brand for you.
Yeah.
So that's like a full stylist, PR, brand management, like your total self reinvention.
He should let Kanye be his stylist.
He should have. He should have worn the fucking black KKK uniform. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it does suck to have. Zuckerberg's got to be what, like a couple $100 billion or $100 billion maybe?
Yeah.
$185
billion.
Have $185 billion and then being like, I have to be able to figure out cool. It's like I've cracked.
There's got to be an algorithm.
There's got to be. It's an
It's got to
algo,
be a
bro.
cool algorithm.
There's an algo, and he's kind of hitting. He's
I'll
like,
dress like a black guy.
it's like, bro, I figured that
cracked
out in
the
seventh
code.
grade. Yeah, I figured that out in seventh grade.
And
Never
then,
looked back.
and then in 8th grade, you go, it's not cool when I do it.
True. Yeah, you kind of do
And
figure
then
that
an
out.
older brother goes, you look like a fucking idiot. You
Yeah.
go, all right.
Me and my cousin and my bro Phil would just get crushed. We go show up to family parties and everyone would be like, "What the fuck?" My cousin Pat had a Wu-Tang charm. So tight,
Goes
dude.
hard.
So icy. I just had the Jesus piece. So
You had a Jesus piece in 7th grade?
it was small, or maybe I just did a Did I have the J? We all had charms at one point. I'm pretty
Charms?
that was the big one. You would go to fucking Sterling Silver or wherever in the mall, and we would cop our silver chain. I was 3 small loops, 1 long loop. My cousin was Cuban Links.
Cuban Links is
sick. Cuban Links with the Wu-Tang charm was nasty. I got to remember what my charm was. I'm pretty sure it's just a cross if I know myself.
Damn.
Had the JP and my bro
Got
caught.
like SpongeBob holding a pistol.
I should have.
I had a
sick.
gay one.
What'd you have?
I just remembered it now. It was a little dragon. I had a little silver dragon.
You Cisco?
In like 6th grade.
You went with Cisco?
I didn't know it was Cisco. I just thought it was a cool little dragon. And then I got to school and they were like, you got the Cisco.
Cisco chain.
And I couldn't stop wearing it.
Damn, the Cisco chain sucks.
And that was Thong Song. That was like right.
That was, yeah.
You entered the dragon.
You Drew Hill. That blows, dude.
I forgot.
I never got a chain.
Never had the chain.
I couldn't. I never did it.
Oh, dude, my friend got caught stealing one from the mall. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. He switched his, took a bigger one. It was in like 7th grade. There was those silver chains that were like $132. Might as well have been like a 6-inch ruby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, dude, you're fucking going for it. And he put it on, walked out. As soon as we stepped out, a guy came out and went on his shoulder. Me and my cousin were just like, later.
I would have cried immediately.
Oh, dude, he had to sit in the mall security booth until his dad came into the mall to pick him up.
Did he have to do sexual favors to get out?
He probably
You ever
tried.
see that porn? I've seen that.
I would have done anything to get
I
out
would
of
have
that.
done anything to get out
I would
of
have been
it.
full casting couch.
I would have cast it out.
I would have got onto the mall security. I would have been in dog.
I would have
just been
initiated
like, Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, I would have got on the table and
Yeah.
just get it over with, dude.
True. I would have. Nasty little power bottom. Getting caught stealing at the mall would have been the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I would have gotten in so much fucking trouble.
Lemise, you never had a chain.
No, I never really had chains. Not chain man.
Damn, you could have. Guard dog, you get that like Italian horn or whatever that thing is?
Nah, I was a crucifix guy for a little while, but as a youth, I was like a shark tooth puka shell kid.
Whoa.
I had
the
an
puka shells as
alligator
well.
tooth too. I had an alligator,
You an alligator
tooth.
tooth? Man, maybe Lemaire was right. Maybe you are an outdoor white.
True.
You were in a tough area for white kids to act black, like North Jersey.
Yeah,
That
but
feels
I
yeah.
still
You could be like
managed to do
Sopranos.
it. I managed to do it, but I was like, I went more Rasta when I was coming into my formative years.
I could see you hitting a Rasta face.
I had the puka shells at the beach. I'd hit the boardwalk, try to get
This is
numbers.
so sick though.
Puka shells, sunburnt, beyond recognition. Yeah, the puka shells were sick.
I never got the pukas. I was
Oh, I had the
jealous.
pooks, bro.
I never got the pukas, but I was dark. I was purple. I was sick every night. Every night at the beach, I was so sunburned. I was like,
Yeah, we would try to go get numbers from the babes at the beach. That would fall apart. Then we would just do horrendous, horrible
yeah,
pranks. The poop dollar was the worst.
poop dollar was diabolical.
I will say, sticking the dollar up between the boardwalk cracks, for people to grab it and pulling it down, nothing better.
Yeah, that's great.
So funny.
Way to be a poop dollar?
No, well, you leave the poop dollar. You want them to pick that up, and they go, sweet, and they go, that's fun. But you can also put a dollar between the cracks of the boardwalk, technically the promenade, I guess. You can stick it through, and people were like, "Fuck yeah!" And they put their foot down on it, and then they lift it up, and it's gone. It's so funny. There's a bunch of 12-year-olds laughing at you from under the. But you take turns because you want to watch. Because boardwalk guy, you couldn't see underneath, so you get to watch your boy do it, and it was the funniest shit. So funny.
Yeah, that's nice. My favorite memories of the beach was just once we started drinking,
Yeah.
just getting some fucking bum to buy you and your boys 30 case of fucking Natty Light.
It's the best.
It was the best. It was the best nights of my life.
Yeah, dude, for real. I literally, I'll second that. That's like my.
Easily.
That's why I love the beach so much.
Yeah.
My aunts and uncles would just get after it all day. They'd be done by 9 o'clock. They were just destroyed. They'd be in a room, and we would just have a cooler that had beer sitting in it from noon at like 8 p.m. and we would just devastate and they'd all wake up and be like, "You guys drinking beer last night?" Like, ah.
Oh,
like,
you guys were you fucking
they would try to do like the math, and there was like, "There's no way." But the one time we got caught, 'cause we were like hiding the beer cans under our bed for some reason, And they, my aunt just like set them out and just wrote a note that said, "Who drank me?" We just saw them.
My sister did not take the fall from me and my bro one time.
What?
I tried. Me and my bro drank like a lot of beers.
Yeah.
And then my parents were like, "What the fuck is this?" And we were like, "Yeah, Sarah came down here and got fucking shit faced in front." It's like, yeah, Sarah just sat here and drank like 25 beers. And my mom was like, "What the fuck, Sarah?" And she was like, "It was them." I was like, "What'd you tell me?"
You just threw her under the bus.
Just scream, cry, run away.
Yeah, I used to get so fucked up at the beach. It was so fun. That was like honestly one of my fondest memories of like when you're drinking beer and you're like you've been inside the house and you step out and it's like you smell that salt air and you're like kind of hammered.
You get me going.
Bro, it was the best.
Still is.
Yeah, true.
Nothing beats it.
But as like a fucking 14, 15-year-old, it is truly
back when getting drunk was
no hangover.
So sick.
Zero hangover.
Yeah.
And you just go out and it'd be 2 a.m, the bars would let out, and we would just walk past like drunk adults and be like, "Pussy." Fuck you. It was
That's
so
the
sick.
worst thing that could happen to you walking out of a bar. Just
Yeah.
kids going pussy. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and I can't do nothing.
I was like
They
blazing
won.
weed out of a corncob pipe, just be like, "Fucking bitch."
Did you guys get any nice Reading beach trips?
No. You guys were talking about getting.
The Reading squad never got to the beach. Huh?
We just would drink hurricanes at the park at 3 a.m.
That's probably fun.
It was actually the best.
Yeah.
I had a hurricane phase, dude.
Blunts.
3 for 5 hurricanes was an unbeatable deal.
Couldn't beat it.
I would go. I had a guitar case I would keep outside. I'd walk from the bar back to my dorms. They would just sell in West Philly. They would sell hurricanes to anybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, whatever else probably too. And then like, I would come back, load up a guitar case with as many hurricanes as I could fit, and just walk into my dorm like, so tight. I could never drink the third hurricane. I knew people I could drink all 3, and I was like, dude, I got 2, and I got that half of that third one done. I was just like, I'm at capacity.
We were kind of doing we were pussy shit. It was just everybody had one. Everybody had one. One in a blunt.
Not
Keefy
bad.
Tonight.
No,
Four Locals were a bad time.
Four Locals.
I kind of missed I didn't really get hit by the Four Locals.
I got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad time for the bros.
Yeah.
I got
Four
Sparks.
Loco run was crazy. I had Sparks.
Sparks were sick.
Yeah.
Sparks were nice, but I never got the Four Locos. I had Nelly. Was it Juiced? Nelly threw his hat.
Juice?
Yeah, Nelly threw his hat in the ring of energy drink alcohol, and I think it was JOOSE. Drank some juice one night, blacked out. I was down in like North Carolina somewhere, completely blacked out. It was bad.
I have a. I hope this isn't what doesn't give you. I just have a Four Loco memory. Like, it's not even a memory. I blacked out, but it was on my phone. My girl was staying with me. My parents were away, and I went out drinking with my boys and had Four Locos and came home. I guess trying to get some pussy, but also trying to film it. And I just had she was telling me I was being annoying trying to fuck her last night. And I just had a video on my phone of me being like, "Come on, let's film it." She's like, "No, we're not doing anything." And it's just the phone going down like, "All right."
That's your sex tape?
You gotta leak the
Some
tape.
bright light in her face and then just, oh no.
Just a sleepy girlfriend going, "No, we're not doing anything." All right.
Dang, bro. You were unk before you even knew it.
I've been old.
Shay Shay's gone. You might be the new Unk.
I would love to
Yeah.
be up.
100 million's yours. Dude, the Root turned on Unk big time.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
wrote
really?
a vicious article about it, and it was like mean. It was like not even about his case. They were like, let's all talk about what everyone's thinking. He's just dumb. It was like,
Oh,
damn.
goddamn.
It was mean. Like let's all face it. He's just a fucking dumbass. It was like, fuck.
I know that wasn't a honky that wrote that one.
I don't think so.
Better not be.
It better not be, man. I don't think the Root would have allowed a honky to
No,
fucking
no.
rip it like that.
No.
I mean, it was funny. They're like, yeah, dude, he's a fucking.
Let a honky rip it like that. I'm just going to say it. This guy's dumb as hell. Fucking tired of it.
Yeah, they were just saying like he should have signed NDAs. Like, why does he not have control of his sex tape? They're bringing up fair points, honestly. They're like, dude, he just got busted for this. What the fuck? But also, he's probably got crazy sex, a ton of them.
Yeah.
There are dudes. There's a strain of dude that has to film
Yeah.
every encounter.
That was me when I was a kid. I'm not going to lie.
coffee.
Yeah.
I was,
Okay, we ordered coffee.
Which is kind of crazy when you think about it as an adult. I got like a camera for MySpace days. And yeah, I was a big, I mean, they always knew. It was never like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
you go,
but
yeah.
you're a
Yeah, I've been fucking.
you're a devil, dude.
Yeah, I was
I got you, bro. I got
Come
you.
on, Lemiz, you can get in there. What
I
happened to
was
your
a
leg,
nightmare.
bud?
I think that was just a spaz.
What was wrong with his leg? What was that?
That's
Lemiz, why
a-
were you lifting your leg like that? Your shoes untied.
And I was going to tie it, but I just ran out of the way.
Yeah, of course. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. These days, you have to be smart with your money. If you're going to make a big purchase, you got to make it count. What's something you bought?
Dude, I just invested in 2 bug tanks. I
That's
got
good
2
stuff.
bug tanks from National Geographic. So they got a little magnifying glass on them. I got not 1 but 2.
What type of bugs are you going to put in there?
Right now, we've only gotten some roly-polies. So you can throw them in there, create their natural habitat, and you can kind of like,
I'd like to see what roly-polies are up to.
bro, I catch like, me and my daughters catch like 4 roly-polies a day and put them in my garden.
It's really nice.
It's awesome. I have so many roly-polies. So yeah, I got the bug tank's nice, man. Because otherwise, you got to carry them in your. You ever try to carry a roly-poly in your hand for
Yeah.
like they're escape artists. So yeah, I got some bug tanks.
It's been 30 years
yeah, I'm telling you,
since I've tried.
it's
but
just as hard. They escape. So
I bought a bug light.
you got a bug light?
I got a bug zapper out there. That's kind of the opposite of what you're doing, but
Hey,
just as fun.
you're battling.
You sit in the hot tub and all of a sudden, you go, God damn, that guy! You get some of these the bugs out here are so big.
My dad's big on
When they
buzzing.
die, they go. You hear them hit the fucking bug light, and they go, Jesus! God damn! Another great investment: taking care of yourself. You're talking about these bugs.
I didn't even think about
Matt,
that.
why don't you think about yourself? Traditional
think about
therapy
that.
can get crazy expensive though, like between $100 to $250 a month or more, or something like that. Therapy is worth it though, and you do have options like BetterHelp, the help with the beta on it. It could help you save up to 50% per session while getting you the help you need. I've had a lot of sessions where I think about myself,
Yeah,
take care of myself. I like therapy because I've benefited from therapy.
yeah. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice thing to do.
Everyone could learn something from therapy
Yeah, you can just
because
learn
it teaches you positive coping skills
how dumb your family is.
and set
How you're
boundaries.
doomed.
And, yeah, basically you get on a Zoom call and you talk about how dumb your family is.
Hate to break it to you, your family are idiots, and you're doomed.
With BetterHelp, you can work toward being the best version of yourself while saving money. And because everything is online, it's easier to get into a session with your schedule. I love getting online sessions.
Love that.
With just a few clicks, you can be talking to one of their therapists. You can even switch therapists at any time for any reason. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/MSSP to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP.
And also, you can't use the tokens for those either.
No
I
tokens.
tried.
Yeah, the
You
tokens?
cannot use tokens for the.
You're stuck with those. You made a mistake. You bought some tokens. But you can talk to BetterHelp, the help with the
About
beta
them,
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
About that. The BetterHelp, the help with the beta on it.
Hey,
Get in front of the camera. You know the rules.
Yeah, get in from the camera.
Hey, everybody, it's Amir. May 9th and May 10th, I'm going to be at Coastal Creative in Florida. You guys got to come to that, please. And then also,
Where's
Optimum
Coastal
Noctis,
Creative in Florida?
St. Pete, Florida. St. Petersburg, Florida, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. That'll be a hoot. And then Optimum Noctis at the Creek in the Cave, May 6th. We have a great lineup.
Oh, who's on it?
Nate Marshall.
Okay.
And if
job.
you're in Philadelphia on May 6th instead of Austin, Texas, please come to my show at Helium, Philadelphia on May 6th. Please. Thank you.
May 31st. Go to Des Moines, Iowa. May 31st. I'll be at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. Go to that. May 31st, Iowa.
This very weekend, Cobb's Comedy Club, San Francisco, California, 5-1 to 5-3. Crest Theater, Sacramento, California, Neptune Theater, Seattle, Washington, and the Hollywood Improv.
That's Neptune's awesome.
Neptune should be sick.
You get some really good shows.
I know. This is
Those
the
are fucking
final
all-
leg
yeah,
for the
those are-
taping.
Those are all great venues.
I'm pumped, man. And also, I'll be doing a live taping at the Ontario, California Improv coming up. I didn't list it yet, but it'll
It's
be
going to be
really
great.
I can't
Matt,
wait.
I'm excited to see your new hour on tape.
Thank
'cause
you. I can't wait.
It's a really good hour.
Thank you, bro.
And I like it.
Appreciate you, bro.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, bro.
We're flying.
Macchiato's hitting. Yeah. Dang. I'm a big espresso guy now.
Yeah. Sabrina.
Shots of it. What'd you say?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Who's Sabrina
It's
Carpenter?
just me, espresso.
Dude, you know what I've been thinking about? You see the whole thing now about, I think it's kind of already out the news cycle, but white rappers getting crushed for going country.
Getting what?
Getting crushed for like people who were white rappers that now are doing country.
Oh, like posts?
Yeah, well, there's a couple others, not just him. Well, it's like there's Machine Gun Kelly, not country specifically, but him going to punk music, blah, blah, blah.
They tried to get
They're saying stuff about Post Malone.
They always try to trash Post.
But it's also like
Post is
Beyonce's
Post
doing
is the
country.
fucking man.
Post is the man.
He's a fucking beast. Beyonce's doing country.
Yeah,
But that's
Which
fine.
is fine. I don't care, but it's like,
Nah.
why are you attacking my fucking...
Black people invented country.
True.
She can do
That's
that.
what they meant,
Fair
country.
enough.
Facts.
They
She
definitely
coming.
invented country.
She coming.
She's coming. They
She
invented
coming.
the cowboy hat too, and being a cowboy, and they invented all of it.
I think nobody should care about any of it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, agreed.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Wait, is that the point everybody's been trying to make?
Yeah, that's definitely what we're
Goddamn
trying
music.
to make.
It's goddamn music.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
also like, dude, I'm all about the bag, dude.
They
They're
tried to
getting
get
the
Harlow
bag.
for that.
See, but
For what? What'd he do?
Harlow sang a song at the in like with an orchestra or something like that,
Yeah.
and he's still rapping.
Yeah, but
He's
it's like,
fully
what the
rapping.
fuck?
He's not even changing genres. He's still rapping. He just did it at an event. Somebody filmed it, and they were like, "Hate to see white people use our culture to advance themselves and then abandon us." It's like,
My thing is like, okay, what about the bag, dude? It's the bag.
You gotta respect somebody getting the
Get
bag.
the bag. That's what I'm saying.
bag.
I'm all the bag. That was, dude. Jim Jones had the best take on the whole whatchamacallit, Drake suing UMG.
yeah,
They're like, the only thing that's bad for hip hop, and Jim Jones was on someone's podcast, and he was like, "Bro, he's getting the bag." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of with that."
Kevin Iso hit me with that because I've always complained about tweets and opinions. He's like, "You're on Black Twitter." He's like, he also loves that I'm on Black Twitter.
It's very funny.
I'm on Black Twitter, and it works.
You might have
I
wrote
get-
that article, The Root.
Maybe I did.
But it works getting you fired up.
No, it works. And then I realized, it's not a unique thought. We've talked about it before, but everybody's algorithm, like it's like if I was a black person and saw white Twitter, I'd be like, God damn, these honkies are fucking racist.
Bro,
That
I'm on white Twitter, bro.
I think I got white Twitter because of like everybody I know.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll do to you. It'll be like
Oh yeah.
it'll just show you the worst things. I think my algorithm doesn't know though. It shows me like the shit that it would show white people to get y'all fired up, but it also shows me the shit that gets us fired up, so I can kind of exist.
Oh,
in
no,
a
you're
nice
just- yeah.
middle ground.
I got
of, like,
both. I get both.
It's that kind of keeps you sane, I think.
I
It
get
helps.
my X is for real. Like I open it and it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, can we all agree that they're just not good? And I'm like, yo, yo.
Fine, I'll say it.
They do it. It's all those guys like, I'm just gonna say this.
Nobody's said it in the last 5 seconds. I'll say it.
It's got to be a business
5,000
model
likes.
thing. It's just a business model thing, though.
It is.
It's like, yeah, you
It's
get,
the algorithm.
yeah,
It's designed
Drives
to
it
make
up.
you angry.
it's fucking wild, man.
Adam Curtis hit that. Fucked me up.
Yeah, and
We
that
gotta get a new Adam Curtis doc.
we do, man.
It's been a while. I keep looking for him.
Well, that shit about how they claim that they can literally watch your like micro expressions as you read stuff, and they'll go, "Yup," and they'll keep feeding you shit like that.
You
Like
watch
you're
me go.
Just
But is that what they say that the thing's watching your
Yes,
your
it's-
camera is watching your
I
face?
read a thing years ago, and they said they were watching your face through your camera and gauging like how long you're staying on a thing, all of that stuff.
God.
And if you got the wearables, they can literally track your biometrics and be like, it's working on me.
Yeah.
It's not working on me, dude. Why do they keep sending it to me? Why do I-
Fuck do they keep sending me these?
I'm just clutching my
fucking
pearls
hot
and going,
ladies?
yeah,
Every time
true.
I see the hot ladies, I go, get the fuck off my page.
And they know, they notice too because they go, it's like scroll,
Yep. Stay
back up for
there.
a second, down, down, back up.
I hate how well it knows exactly the kind of lady you want to see too. It's not just it's generic hot lady. It's like he likes hot ladies. It's
I
like,
could have
no.
got your algorithm without ever even knowing you.
It's just ladies about to be
I could have
fat.
seen you and go, thick talk.
This is my whole
thick
algorithm.
talk.
I can't
I
stop
wonder if I
it.
could have got
Yeah.
Meezy's.
Yeah, Meezy's is just like a lady going,
Yeah. hot Asian.
yeah.
Oh wait, like for a babe of the
Yeah.
week or
Your algo.
No, I mean just
Algo?
guessing a guy's what his
yeah, lady. This lady's
hot
in
algorithm
cosplay.
is. Yours is cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's white ladies pretending to be Japanese.
So yeah, so a black lady dressed as a anime character kind of did it for
I
me.
wouldn't have guessed yours. Just so you know, I would have not got yours.
I cast a wide net. Yeah, I have a rule of thumb. I feel like if you're with a babe and she can gain weight, but the freak has to increase with the weight. So the bigger they get, the bigger of a freak they have to become. That's my rule of thumb.
That's totally fair.
You can get as big as you want, but like
you're talking about pig wife.
Yeah, yeah. The bigger you
A
get,
true pig wife.
exactly.
Yes.
For every pound, for every 10, let's say every 10 pounds got to be a new thing you unlock that you do.
Pig wife sounds kind of nice.
True pig
I'm
wife.
not gonna. Who would deny it?
A pretty pig wife? Like a BBW?
It doesn't
wife?
matter.
Whatever
Pig
you
wife.
get, bro.
Uh,
Whatever you get.
There were guys, there were some pig moms.
Yeah.
That you would see growing up, and you go, God damn, that guy's got a pig mom. I bet she's a.
You got to dial up the freak. I'm
must
not
be a
saying
pig
look,
wife.
I'm not trying to be a dick. That is just my rule of thumb. People can do whatever they want. You are free to gain as much as you please. Every 10, 20 pounds, it'd be like an RPG. You got to unlock a new thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well,
Yeah, you better get to the gym, otherwise something real bad happens. Something I don't even want to do happens.
I'm doing it for us. But that would be, I mean, imagine that. For every 20 LBs, it's just like a new act where you're like, whoa.
Damn, I'd be a
How
bitch. I gotta get to the gym right now. I'm a freak boy.
True, man. You just be at one point, you'd be like, I just got to hit a Diddy party, bro. I have not been going to the gym. I just got to go deep now. I'd be willing to see what there's got to be like the X and Y axis.
Yeah.
I wonder what where you would tap out at.
As far as the size, of the pig
when weight
wife.
goes up, the X, you go further out the X axis.
I mean, you might get to the point where you get like a lady you gotta, put in a flatbread. I mean, it might get to the point where you got to take out a wall to get her out of the house. If you have
True.
a giant blob pig wife,
Yeah.
and you can just anything you want, you go in there.
Yeah, that's the deal.
You are mine.
The crane comes in, you're just like, no. They rip your ceiling off. You go, no.
No, you can't take my blob.
Hold on, let me get her back in his rabbit hutch.
Oh, yeah. Blob wife.
Pure blob. Pure job of the hut. That'd be job of the slut, dude.
Job of the slut. You'd be in a metal bikini standing next to her going, she just kept eating. Now I'm a fucking freak.
You'd be like Han Solo on the edge of that fucking ring. You get sucked into the ring like, no.
You get a blob wife. There are dudes, obviously, with blob wives.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I love the 1,000-pound sisters or whatever that shit is.
So tight.
TLC keeps trotting out blobs.
So tight.
So sick.
It would be, I mean, again, it's like, you just have to use your imagination, but you could probably it'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, you can fuck every part of her.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you can
then-
fuck her arm.
Yeah, and then you would start with, I've talked about feeders and gainers. You know what feeders and gainers are, Nate?
no.
A feeder and a gainer,
Feeder and gainer.
feeders and gainers, it's a fetish. I like talked about this to someone recently, like assuming he knew what I was talking about. And he's like, what the fuck? What?
Dude.
Like a bit of a feeder, aren't you? So a feeder is when you, so if you're a gainer, you're just someone you're
Blob.
significant
You're
others.
chilling.
Yeah, you're just going to feed them. Your fetish is getting people fat.
Yeah.
And their fetish is becoming your little fat blob. And you can just get into that whole thing where it's like, you want to be like, yeah, eat up, babe.
I wish I could dabble in
I see the
different
wheels
types of
turning
love.
over there. Lemiz, are you sleepy?
Yeah, I'm a little sleepy.
He's groggy, bro.
Why are you so groggy?
Turned
I
up.
was having a hoot last night.
Oh, the live show was last night.
Yeah.
So you're with the babes.
Yeah, I was with the bros and the babes.
PIA,
Having a hoot.
PITM, babe crew.
Yeah. Had a long one,
Yo.
Tying it on.
What do you think about getting a something of a mascot for PITM? Maybe a blob. You guys could get a blob.
Pig
I
blob.
would love to have a fat lady just hang around the pod, chime in with her opinions.
Yeah, man.
I think it has to be Fair Abraham, honestly. She
But you
has
got a
to
blob.
be-
Is she willing to gain for you guys?
For the right price, I bet she would gain.
I think
Sarah said the funniest thing on the pod, but
Yeah, I
not
bet.
actually. She said I was playing Bitcoin, and I think about it like every day.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
She's talking about buying and selling
Oh,
Bitcoin.
she thought.
She said I was playing Bitcoin.
I don't understand. Like, you're saying, like, it was just that's how she.
I think
referred
what the joke is that she has such a lack of understanding of what Bitcoin is that she thinks it's
just
an
a game.
online game.
He was like, I was
Oh,
playing
like it's
Bitcoin.
Minecraft or something. That's what I
Angry
thought,
Bird.
but I wanted to make sure.
It's made me laugh every day since.
Did you guys confront her on the poop video?
No, people
we
are
didn't
pretty
bring
upset about it.
I didn't get to that part.
Can't bring up the poop vid.
Not even a confrontation. It's like an exploration. Just be like, yo,
We were beating around the.
I
the
heard
poop
you
bush.
beating around the bush a little.
Yeah.
how did
I
you
heard
beat around the
cake
bush?
farts get brought up.
What?
They were bringing up like, have you ever done cake farts?
That's so. It is funny when you get someone on. You're like, I'm bringing it up, and the whole time you're like,
We only stood 10 toes, I think, one time. It was
The non-porn thing.
no, she was trying to say she doesn't. We are big on if you charge for your OnlyFans but don't show tits.
yeah.
Not okay. And she was, talking about she doesn't show tits on her main thing, and we didn't let it slide. I was pretty proud of that.
Wait, what's the beyond the main thing?
Like your
It
main,
was pretty
your main
tough
feet.
of you for 3 men in a room to confront
You don't know how
a
hard it
woman.
was.
That's pretty awesome. You guys did that.
It wasn't as mean as it sounded. She laughed.
So it's like, there's another level you can unlock for that.
For what?
For tits. You said the main thing.
Yeah, she was saying hers was like giving all this free plugs. She was saying hers was free, and she charges for extra stuff, which is fine. I think.
Fine.
But if you charge at all,
As the gatekeepers.
you know what? I like it.
Somebody's got to
saying.
keep the law around there.
You gotta pay to see some titties.
Wouldn't this be a great gift? We were saying this on the pod. Wouldn't this be a great gift if your lady just was like, I put $100 on your OnlyFans account. Have a blast. No?
No, I'm not in a poly relationship.
That's not poly. You think porn is
circling
poly?
the drain?
That's
I think it's keeping you locked in to not stepping out. You think it is?
I think it's
freaky,
slightly
bro.
freak shit.
I think I'd be very happy if my lady.
Now,
was
if
just
my blob were to approach me like that,
Yeah, how much does my wife weigh at this point? If she's a blob, then by all means, yes.
I would love to dabble in multiple types of like love, like blob love, what Kanye's got going on love.
just like pure exhibitionism.
Yeah, pure exhibition, and I'm like super like.
What about if you
Vanilla.
exhibit the blob?
Wait, what if what?
Exhibit the blob.
Like I would be the blob.
Charge people to come
How?
in.
I'm saying just
be rich.
Review the blob.
Just get a PR company just to take pictures of your scantily clad blob in public.
You would probably make $100,000 a year. Just have the fattest lady on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
People are gonna.
For sure.
You're gonna get
You yo,
100,000 was shooting low.
yeah. Now we're talking pimping.
Yeah.
Now we're talking we're pimping the blob.
You're gonna get that fucking pimping the blob. You're gonna get that dragon chain back out. You're gonna be back. The dragon chain. You're gonna be pimping a blob.
Once we start pimping the blob, we all hit piercing pagoda and get like the $132 silver chains. That'd be so sick.
We could get our hands on a blob around here.
They're out there.
You can
You
get
can
one.
find a blob.
We
pretty
gotta get her
easy.
Dumbo drop though, bro. I don't feel like growing my blob.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
I don't have the patience
I
to
don't
grow
think
my
we have
blob.
the patience, or I mean that. Yeah, we could airdrop a blob in here.
Have a blob dropped off by
We get the
drone.
blob out in the Lemaire room.
True.
Yeah, and that's got a good glass. We could charge people to go look at it.
Yeah, but then you need the ranch hand back. You need the ranch hand.
The ranch hand would be tending to the blob. But I know what you would do, you little devil.
True.
You would take. I'd catch you snacking on
This
the blob.
This whole operation would fall apart. It'd be
Yeah.
nothing but infighting. Be like, dude, I saw you with the blob. What the fuck?
A lot of
dude?
infighting. People would be sneaking out to the blob room. A lot of trips to the blob
I had a
room.
guy hit me up recently. He was like, you can buy apparently gorilla food, and it's like the same macros for people, but it's like $2 a day. So
You mean for the blob?
no, I'm saying I would never feed. I would feed the blob. The blob is fucking queen, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be Uber Eats. Feeding the blob gorilla food would be fucked. If we fell in hard times, we'd have no other choice than to feed our. We'd have to feed.
Gotta keep her satiated.
Yeah, you can buy apparently like primate food, and it's like the same macros, and it's like human grade. It's like $3. Some guy was like, "You think I should do this?" I was like, "I don't know, dude."
Yes.
I was like, "If you want." He's like, "It's so cheap." This is true. It'd be pretty fucking sick just crushing gorilla feed.
It's probably terrible.
Oh, it's got to be so bad.
And
But if you're talking,
there's not even any good tasty trees in there. They're vegetarian.
yeah, you might as well just do the
It's a
McDonald's.
little omnivore.
Do you ever see those guys who are like,
Herbivore.
yeah, true. Omnivore. No, aren't they omnivore? No, yeah, they're.
No, I think gorillas are herbivores.
Yeah, what the fuck? Those macros must be fucked.
I think with animals though, you toss fucking anything in there.
Yeah, true.
You
Beef
know?
them up.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah, you could
I think
really
they feed chimkins.
Has
to
anyone,
chimkins.
has anyone put a gorilla on steroids before?
Shit.
That would be sick. We need another pool house for our juiced up gorilla.
Juiced up fucking silverback gorilla. And
Now we're getting in the darker corners of the internet.
push comes to shove. Now we take OnlyFans by storm.
Brother, I'm right there with you.
And somebody forgets to lock the. You know?
You teach it sign language. It's just going, take me to the blob. Take me to the blob.
It would need the blob. It'd be like Pete the dolphin. The blob would fly away. He would kill himself.
One day they would come take your blob. Once a lady's 600
The government
pounds,
would find out.
Once a lady's 600 pounds, the government comes and she just goes, the claw, and it comes down. Did you ever see Toy Story? The claw.
It would be if the government got wind that we were collecting blobs. It'd be like Waco. They drive a tank through the fucking wall. they come for our blobs.
They'd be a big machine like a Pizza Planet. The claw.
We would have to start arming ourselves. We'd have to defend the blob at all costs.
We would for sure have to.
Because you know the government can't stand.
No, we need some grazing land too. Just get like little astroturf. Just lay little Debbies out.
I mean, yeah. Once we make money off the first blob, I think we get a couple
That'd be our
blobs.
bottom blob.
Yeah, it's our bottom blob.
Bottom block.
You get a bottom blob. Get all the other blobs and shit.
We gotta just take the first blob, flip that into 3-4 blobs.
Some fixer-uppers. This blob's a little old, but she's good.
Yeah, blobs do. They don't last long.
No.
Unfortunately, our sweet blobs would depart this realm quickly.
True.
You truck them out. You get them.
Is what it is. It's
Take
rough.
them away.
Yeah.
Do surgery. Fix the blobs.
Clone them.
Clone the blobs.
You gotta be careful, dude. You get black YouTubers like that blob's a clone. That blob,
The last thing we would want,
clone.
though, is black YouTubers finding out that we have a blob, too. They'd be swarming the house. That'd be the bug light. That'd be the bug light for black YouTubers.
It turns out your pool house is just like an ancient fucking pyramid thing. Like, we need to investigate this. The secrets of the pyramids.
Damn.
Just a energy vortex.
You'd hear them coming, too. You'd hear Fetty Wap. You gotta try to get our blob again.
Lock down. This is not a drill. You just hear that shrill like, Mom, it's not a drill.
Did you see the episode 2 of Last of Us when they get through the fence? They're going to breach. This is one big guy.
No.
All right.
We'd have to definitely secure that fence.
Get some dogs. Some spotlights.
They just all have miniature fucking
But
pictures.
Mies, would you help defend the blob, or would you side with your black YouTube cohorts? Would you be in cahoots with the black YouTubers just for a taste of the blob yourself?
No. I think
You don't
I'd
want to
defend
run a
the
train
blob.
on the blob with
I'd
the fellas?
defend the blob. No, I wouldn't.
You would defend the blob.
Yeah.
I know you would.
Trains are gross.
Trains are gross. You're exactly right.
True.
Unless it's a blob. It's kind of
He'd be a railroad
be real
bull.
far apart.
He'd be a hard-headed railroad bull, dude. He'd be down there like, what the hell?
All right.
Breaking up the stove. All right, yeah, we can stop talking blob talk.
No, blob talk's good.
I think it's a good rule of thumb. That's all I'm saying. And then if you could take it anywhere you want, if you're business-minded, obviously, like we are,
Yeah.
take it anywhere you want. Yes. Remember the video I sent you? This lady just had
Yeah.
dude, I found this video online, and it's a lady with, I mean, dude, beyond F's, the most giant boobs.
Yeah.
And it's just her husband tapes her going down a water slide in one of those little things, like the raft. And like, it's just every turn, they're just, and it has like 1 million views. Yeah. And he wrote a disclaimer being like, guys, this is a family video. My wife, please don't poke fun at the way she's built. It's like, dude, you knew what you were doing.
You know what you're doing.
You knew what you were doing.
Statues of her in India. Those guys got a hold of fucking those videos. Holy shit, that is the Bob.
That is
the Shiva.
That is Shiva. There's a village that's like their exclusive deity. They build the water park like she will come. She will ride the slide. Yeah, that would be pretty tough. I always forget about it. It's nice thinking about how horny you guys are in India. Anywhere where there's 1 billion, and again, the census could be wrong, by the way. I was on war mode recently. Turns out the census they like totally botched it.
They're saying they overestimated.
Yeah.
And there's a lot less people.
I think so. But the black conspiracy is that there's way more black people than they say.
Yeah.
That one I kind of believe.
I did until I got to fucking Austin.
True.
Yeah, that's just coming from black people that live around black people.
Yeah, true.
They go, what the fuck? Everyone's black. Why are they saying this?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And you fly across the country and you go, it's been white the entire time.
Yeah. This is true. America is a giant double stuffed Oreo.
It is. But what the coasts don't understand is the blobs are in the middle.
Yeah, true.
They gotta get
set
out
up the new Oregon Trail.
Yeah, to find blobs. You gotta find the blobs.
The Minnesota Trail.
They're in there. They're in Minnesota. They're everywhere.
Yeah, true, man. Yeah, if you
get down to Missouri, Iowa, then you head down to the deep south. There's blobs. There's blobs chilling.
The best. Honey boo boos.
Mm-hmm. Talking Arkansas away.
That'd be nice. Here's the thing: it's all fun and games until the blob turns on you.
Then you got to go.
She could turn on you, man, and that would be ugly.
The No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, you gotta get a cattle prod. Yeah.
This is all fictitious. Obviously.
This is all fictitious. We would never fatten a woman up.
We would never fatten her up for our own pleasure. Women will fatten you up though. They're trying to get the male blob, dude. That's all they do.
They love trying to fatten you up,
just so they can shame you.
I think it's
women are the biggest fat shamers on the planet. They will fatten you and then shame you.
My theory was so that you wouldn't cheat on them. They want you fat, so no one else wants you. They think.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought.
But I dude, for every 5 I gain though, I get freaky.
Why are you making that face?
My fucking blob's walking around. My blob just walked behind the camera, and we're all sitting here going, "Fucking women, nasty bitches."
No, I'm saying they will feed you. They will blob you up.
But you're right though. Just of course, it's to shame you later.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You need to work. It's like you gave me all these fucking treats.
You gave me this.
You gave me the creamy.
I would have never bought. I'd never buy creamy. All of a sudden, there's creamy in the house. Yes, I'm going to take a fucking scoop. And I go, oh, shit, this is better than I thought it was going to be. I forgot how fucking good creamy is.
Oh, my God,
I'm going to stand by the fucking refrigerator and eat a lot more creamy than I thought.
Peanut butter ripple, bro.
Don't even talk about that, man.
Give me some peanut butter
you
ripple.
You could blob me out, dude. I might be a gainer. You could be a feeder. This might be Gainer and Feeder's secret podcast.
You gotta dial up the freak for me, or I will walk, bro. I will fucking walk. I will walk.
What do you want? What more do you want, dude?
You know about my dream I had, bro. It's the Patreon.
We'll get podiums, dude. We'll get podiums, but I'm going to bring in an expert and you debate them. And you have to genuinely debate them.
What is it about?
What do you think you're an expert on other than wrestling?
Quantum entanglement.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll find a professor from the University of Texas.
Oh, yes.
There's a close second. WWE and the quantum entanglement.
Once I've mastered the SummerSlam, I've headed straight into quantum. We can find a professor from Texas to come debate you.
That would be nice, dude.
Ooh, we should get a fucking women's studies.
B. Lemaire?
Debate me about
women's studies versus panties in the mouth debate.
That would be nice. But dude, they're not ready for blob theory.
They're not ready for blob theory.
They're going to go,
quantum blob theory.
have you studied blob theory? I mean, if you hit a gender studies major with for every 20 you got to get freakier, they would leave. They would fucking leave. They'd be out, dude. They do not like that kind of stuff.
I would like to find a white race professor. That'd be fun.
That'd be nice. Oh,
You know what
that'd
I
be
mean?
good.
A white African studies to come in here and teach you guys some things.
Get those all. Yeah, is there any white African studies? There's got to be a couple.
Gotta be. It's gotta be so many white ladies
Yeah, true.
with hyphenated last names.
I got one. Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah,
Well, those all we can't have her debate.
yeah.
Also, you guys would be.
That'd be pretty exciting.
You would
Yeah.
go
I'm a
nuts.
big fan.
You guys wouldn't ask the hard hitting questions. You guys would be like,
Yeah,
I
you
thought you did
go,
pretty good at the NAACP.
You have an OnlyFans. I know that.
You show your
That was
tits?
just the icing on the cake. I was a supporter of hers before
Yeah.
that. She was just a white lady that loved black people too much.
University of Texas racial studies.
Yeah.
She was getting nasty on the OnlyFans for a while there.
Was she getting nasty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
I
yoga
mean,
ball
in like
video.
in the nicest way possible. Like she was getting nasty, but it was like beautiful.
Yeah. She had been a
she was in the
bad,
gym.
She
She
had
was
been a
getting-
bad girl.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so nice to just doggy your way out of a like
Damn, this is
racial
good.
snafu.
The Department of Race, Ethnicity, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. I like that.
It's all one thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Being gay and being black is the same thing.
It is weird.
Yeah,
why
that
do you
makes
guys
me
get
mad.
looped in with that all the time?
You guys.
I need them to stop.
Yeah,
it's not
man.
that it's a problem. It's just
It's just weird. If it was
Yeah.
like Irish studies and gay people, I'd be like, why are you doing that? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Hold on.
It
feels
just-
like somebody's doing it and going, got him. Like afterwards, like I don't, got
Yeah.
him, called him gay. Yeah, they're gonna hate this. It's gonna make them so mad.
True. It's kind of BS, man.
Yo, come on now. Give me the.
Fine. There's no honks.
I can't find the directory for the. Oh, we could bring in Italian studies.
That would be nice.
Oh, it's definitely just language. God damn it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I
I got
was
tricked
thinking
because
there
it's
was.
right above Jewish studies in the listing here.
Is Jewish studies? Is that in that same thing? It's Jewish studies, Italian studies, gay guys, and
Probably. It's just, yeah.
black studies. That's kind of. Remember when like universities started doing Ebonics? They don't do that anymore, do they?
Was that a thing for real?
I swear to God, I think that was like maybe one or two places did that.
I like it.
I might go back and major in it.
Yeah, I like
Be like, that's fat.
that class would be so funny to sit in. Cap.
Yeah, calling Cap would be so nice.
Yo, teach.
Just trying to figure out when to say type shit. Like I don't exactly know how to put it into a conversation. Type shit is so nice.
They
Yeah.
should study Ebonics. That'd be sick.
That would be tight, man. I think that was like
Get
a
the
thing.
origin.
It's still a thing. I guess if you do linguistics, maybe it's just like a. Because I remember just back in the day, you'd hear about it. I didn't know anything about I didn't know the specifics. But I remember they like busted that out on colleges. Where like we gotta. It could have just been like just linguistics. Like let's dive into this.
Shit.
But I don't know. I don't know a motherfucking thing.
Faculty is the word I was looking for.
There you go.
I'm an idiot. It's like, what the fuck is professors?
Guys. Nerds. Direct me to your talking nerds.
Damn, everybody here is a made up name.
For real?
The faculty directory.
What are we working with?
I don't feel like naming
Yeah,
these
don't
words,
name
but-
names. Oh, who's that guy?
Are they Caucasoids?
Some are. Oh,
Is that what
Gardini,
y'all
there you
call each
are.
other?
Yeah, there's one for you.
What?
Said Caucasoids?
That's what I call them.
I like that.
What
I'm
is
taking
this
that.
for?
You can have it.
What thing is this?
This,
What's the
I hate
department?
to be a jerk, but it looks like engineering.
Oh. That's why everyone
I
has
don't wanna
made up
be a
names.
jerk,
That's why everyone
but-
has made up names.
There's not one. There we go. There he is.
There he is.
There's one guy.
Yeah,
That's
if
fun
it's
stuff.
engineering's gonna be, dude. I didn't do engineering in school.
Every name is
Yo.
fucking gibberish.
That guy's last name's kind of funny though.
Yeah, it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, engineering, dude. Drexel was an engineering school, and like, I had teachers I like couldn't understand just for like math classes.
That's who's coming over here to battle us.
Yo,
That's a final boss.
Lemise, can you handle?
Means you're done for.
Get an engineering professor to come debate like critical race theory.
True.
It's like, I don't. This isn't my area of expertise. Like, shut up, nerd. Talk. Do big words. I know about making bridges. What you looking up, Sean?
We can get our hands on one of these.
I looked up the African American Studies faculty, and there's not really any Caucasoids.
There's no Caucasoids?
No, there's one looks like
some
an Asian
ladies.
man.
I feel you on
You don't
that.
think they knocked that off? Like they were like, sorry guys, we'll get you a new job, but you can't do this anymore.
Oh, never
a couple
mind, I
years
got
ago.
one.
Who we got?
What?
He looks like Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, bring him in.
Yeah. Can
Let
you
me see that
him?
fella.
Let me take a good look at that fella.
He would probably make me so angry. Wow.
Excuse me.
I swear to God, I thought it was Gardini. That's why I was like, go dog, yeah, you're fucking mine today. No, we can't.
Whatever. We can't do that.
We can't release this man's.
No, hide,
Just
shelter that man from the
hide
storm.
whatever we have to out of that.
Yeah.
Shield
It's a
that
good
man's
thought.
identity.
Or we could have Lemaire moderate a debate between two professors and then have him summarize everything in between. That'd be kind of nice. It'd be like
'cause he's
gender
not-
studies versus astrophysicists and be like, go.
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 Yeah, that's a good debate though.
That'd be kind of sick.
Astrophysics versus it'd be like made up bullshit versus made up bullshit. Totally unprovable gibberish versus totally unprovable gibberish. Go ahead. Stuff that doesn't fucking matter. Go ahead.
Going back to school for gender studies would be nasty. I did social work. I might as well go all the way back there. It's being in a hostile classroom. I kind of genuinely miss it. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's good that you were old enough to be able to handle that.
I was, before 25 versus Charlie Kirk, I lived it for 2 years.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was like a cool thing on the internet. Should have live streamed the class. I could
What's
have.
25? What is that?
When like those like conservative YouTubers will like debate 25 college students at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be
Sit
like,
at the table.
25 woke students versus Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't like being gay. And they're like, what? No.
Yeah, right.
You just talk fast as fuck. You
Yeah,
like,
just talk
beat
fast
you
as fuck.
dumbass.
Be real calm and condescending the entire time.
Yeah, it's
You'll
key to.
destroy the libs, dude.
You
I
just
just
get a
want-
bunch of nervous college
All I
students on
want to do is
camera.
destroy libs. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna go in there. You guys triggered yet?
I'd
about to be.
have tape over my mouth the whole time. Like, all right, I guess I'll take this off.
I
for this.
think Trump Jr. has a podcast called Triggered.
Does he?
Oof.
Yeah,
Are you able to listen to it? Or did you ever get?
I
like-
didn't listen to it yet, but I saw the image for it, and
Yeah.
damn, that's gay.
I was about
Yeah.
to say that stinks.
Yeah, it does. It's a huge moneymaker. Huge moneymaker to deal.
And I mean, again, respect the bag. You always got to respect somebody getting the bag, but. Oof.
it's tough.
Somebody should have
Is
helped
the
him.
font fire?
Whoa!
Breaking the blob.
Oh, shit.
Trump.
says
There's an episode of Triggered called "Breaking the Blob," dude.
I thought we were.
Trump Jr. on Triggered already sat down with Mike Benz and
Figured out the
discussed what we need to do to shatter the blob. They're trying to take our blob.
What the fuck?
They're trying to break the blob. They know it's too powerful.
I'm voting Dem this next election.
I'm
if
Dem.
If they're going to take away my right to blob,
It's a blue wave.
the bear blob is a total blue wave.
It's a total blue wave. If the Republicans are trying to get your hands off my fucking blob, dude.
Bro, the government's coming for your blobs over my dead body. Bro.
I feel like the blobs have been staunch Republicans for a while. That's another thing that happens. You blob out so hard, you do become a fascist.
I think the soda ban got them pretty hard. The
True.
soda
Oh, yeah,
tax.
but also RFK's got to be he's a menace to the blobs. dude.
Blobbuster. He's a blobbuster. I'm secretly rooting for him so hard, dude. I can't wait till he bans all that bullshit in our food.
Yeah. Didn't he
So
ban
bad.
like dyes and
Huh?
shit? Didn't he
Dyes.
ban like, yeah.
There's just like 70 things illegal to put in foods in Europe that we eat.
Yeah. No, I'm all for getting rid of that shit. That shit confuses me sometimes that we're not spazzing about it. You know?
Yeah, especially, but it's very funny when a guy in Trump's cabinet does it. So then everyone's like, "No,
Yeah.
we need those dyes.
I know.
Yeah, it was like
Do you want your gummy worms to be gray?"
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
Root beer barrels. Those things are good. The root beer bottle gummies.
Those fucking rule.
Like
They better not be fucking dyes.
They are. It's all dyes. But you can do it. You could easily remove those things. It'd be a little more expensive. But you can remove that shit pretty easily.
Still keep the color and remove it?
Yeah, dude. You can use like beet juice powder and all that bullshit. And I mean, you might not be able to have like certain. You could probably honestly get certain
Breaking
hues.
that Blob.
I used to make gummies, and I use natural dyes in my gummies.
I had some of those gummies.
They were good.
They were a little too good. RFK would have told you to fucking regulate those things.
RFK would have definitely taken away my Keefy crawlers.
Keefy crawlers.
Keefy crawlers were, dude, $1 million idea.
Keefy crawlers.
Keefy crawlers are so nice. I had these bug gummy molds, and I would toast keef with sugar. So I'd decarb the keef, and then once I got the gummies, when they're still sticky, I'd roll them in keef. You could actually eat because it was activated. Those used to fucking crush me, dude.
Yeah.
Keefy crawlers.
I would drive around.
Bro, I got destroyed off those fucking things.
I couldn't.
The
Skizzlers.
Skizzlers. Those, don't even bring those up. I think that was just heroin.
Skizzlers.
I think that was just fentanyl.
They might have had fentanyl.
That was pure fentanyl, dude.
I was getting and they were an alcohol tincture, so you're also eating like Everclear.
I was just trying to play FIFA, and then I'd be. What'd you give me, dude? I'm blind.
Yeah, those things are sick.
Matt was, I was a fucking feeder. You were a feeder back then, dude.
I was a feeder.
I was just sitting in the living room trying to game, and you'd come in and go, "Here, eat this."
That was
I go,
MK Ultra. That was
right.
MK Ultra.
You MK Ultra the fuck out of me. You MK'd me bad there. He's just in the kitchen making shit. I was like,
I remember I boiled off. I like took grain alcohol, made an extraction, put it in a rice cooker in their backyard, and it was just the smell of just like burning alcohol. It's a really harsh smell. And then I thought it was done, so I was like, all right, I guess all the alcohol's out. And I put my face in it to like, and I don't know why. I took a big whiff, and it like, I just inhaled a bunch of alcohol fumes, and it fucking felt weird.
I bet.
Yeah, it was not a good feeling. I like kind of panicked for a while. It definitely took me aback.
I had like this. That shit had to fuck up. I had this device that I forget the name of it, but it was like a weed.
The Nova
thing.
decarboxylator. That thing was sick.
I can't remember. I still got it. It's on
Or
top
the
of my
magic
fridge.
butter machine.
It's like a magic butter machine, but it was called something else. But I tried to make like tinctures with it, and it broke. Just making it. I think the fume just broke a hinge on it, and then the paint under it was all
Yeah, man.
What were you doing making tinctures?
It was during. This is like 2020. Everything was done, and
Oh, okay.
I'm lucky.
bored
I'm
as
lucky. I
hell
didn't
in
know
the
about that. I
crib.
would have had a slide on you, dude.
Yeah.
I was all the way in Jersey. I wasn't even.
Nah, you were in our territory,
I wasn't
bro.
in your territory. I wasn't bringing it down there.
You were trying to fuck with Mount Vernon Mafia, bro.
I would have had to snatch the dragon chain, bro.
We would have snatched your chain, no problem.
No, the Dragon Chain version
We
of
was-
me, menace.
We would have sent
that was
We would
actual
have sent our
menace.
top hitters, dude. We would have sent Wood and Bees.
Yeah,
We
true.
would have been dead, dude. Our top hitters, our fucking our capos.
We would have sexually blackmailed you with barn dog.
The barn dog.
Barn dog's legend.
Barn
dude.
dog
He
would
was
have got
so
your
nice.
ass.
Nah,
would've
barn
slipped
dog would have
up.
never got me.
I
That'd been the
know.
one hitter I took out for sure.
The dog.
Definitely.
You could have got the barn dog, but
I
then
got the barn dog. I just saw 3 of them
you
lined
would
up.
have never got to the bees.
Nah.
You could compromise the bees, though.
True.
You could join your side
Just
pretty easily.
like bees.
Bees is down.
Woodman's
the
wild
bees.
card.
Woodman's a wild card. He could have got it. Yeah. We just sent him to your house. He would have killed you.
Nah. He wouldn't have made it.
That'd have been
He wouldn't
Game
made
of
it to Blob.
Thrones. They would have killed the wrong guy. He would have like smashed the baby. What did you do? Well, that was House of Dragons, I think.
Oh, dude, I'm walking.
Dude, I used to eat it was like I had the bug mold, the butterfly was like the smallest, then there was the spiders, then I had these centipedes that I did the math. They had to have been at least like 120 milligrams.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I did a spider once and was rocked. And I remember I would eat those like a butterfly and spider in the morning and just forget and be driving around and just they would hit me and I would be blasting LS Dream. The music I used for the intro for the first special was like wah, 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 wah. Trying to cross Lancaster Ave, like I'm never getting across the street. It was crazy. I was like, I'll never get across the street.
Lancaster Ave is a tough place to be high as shit driving.
Bro,
That sucks.
man, I clocked a lot of hours driving up that just like Lancaster Ave's fucking chaos, dude.
Yeah.
It is absolute fucking chaos. That street is nuts, dude. So it's also, if you ever like walk up and down there,
What?
open air. It's open air sex. Hoes are on Lancaster Ave.
That's nice.
Lots of hoes.
That's nice stuff. Now,
Yeah.
now we're talking.
We are talking.
Lancaster Ave.
Yeah, you could go get the Blob, bro.
You can secure the Blob on Lancaster Ave.
For sure. For sure. God damn, my shorts are so fucking short.
Yeah. You should end the podcast anyway.
What are we at, an hour? God
I'm about to whiz.
Yeah, I gotta pee big time. That fucking flew, dude. That
That's
was
good stuff.
the juice flying.
Thank
Yeah.
you.